Get the cheese. Let's put it right in front of your face here. Yeah. Get the cheese. I'm good at doing this. Get the stuff. Yeah, it's great. What are we doing? We're talking about Steve's Hot Smoked Cheese. This is Wisconsin White. I have had his cheese before, and it's awesome. And we found this at
Rockridge Country Market,
which I highly suggest you stop in if you're in between Maple Valley and Enumclaw.
Well, more specifically between Crane Corner and...
Yes, that's a landmark. Anybody's going to know this.
Black Diamond in Enumclaw.
Enumclaw, somebody might know. Maple Valley, a smaller circle, or bigger circle will know. So go south of Seattle, southeast of Seattle, about 15 miles, and you might be in the right neighborhood. Anyway, Steve's Cheese has always been awesome. So when we found it at the store, I talked her into getting some.
Locally smoked.
In Buckley.
So, yeah, don't be fooled by the Wisconsin white cheese, because it's locally smoked.
Yes.
In Buckley, which is by Enumclaw. Our giant landmark of Enumclaw.
Enumclaw is the town you go through on the way to the ski resort.
Or Mount Rainier, if you're
a tourist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am pairing this with the Excelsior Shilling baked apple pie, because what do you pair smoked cheese with but apples? This heretic, on the other hand,
I have chosen a grapefruit Hefeweizen. Not by...
She read the instructions on what beer to pair it with, and since we don't have any of the other ones and she doesn't like any of the other ones, she went with grapefruit.
This is my not beer that I drink. Can't get away from my German heritage.
Yeah,
Sorry.
So, look at Steve. That is Steve, and yes, he actually smokes all the cheese and all the fish that you get from him. You can find him at Steve's, what did I say it was? Steve's Smoked Cheeses and Salmon.com. I think that's it. If I screwed it up, I'll make a note somewhere. It's not on here. It should be on here. Steve!
Well,
put your
everybody
URL on
out here has the internet, so they can just put Steve.
Yeah, if you Google Steve's Smoked Cheese, you'll find him. All right. This is what the smoked white cheddar looks like. Nice rind on it. Tricky.
I want to try a piece of cheese. Well, now you touched it to the apple. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I know.
There you go.
I can really taste apples.
Apple snob. Who grew up in apple territory?
I grew up in an apple orchard. So.
She has all the pesticides running around in here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That work for you?
You just need to go get some.
All right.
Yeah,
I told you I love his cheese. It's not inexpensive.
I can't imagine what his salmon tastes like.
Yeah, I know. I'm not usually snooty enough to pair my cheese with apples, but I decided to stop and do my research, and it said smoked cheese pairs with a tart apple. I went with the pink lady because it's semi-tart. That is dead on the money.
Okay, so since I did it with and without the apple really softens the smoke flavor. So if what you're after is the smokiness, a cracker might be the way to go, because the apple just really...
See, and I disagree. I think it spreads it out more. It may smooth it out a little more, but it spreads it out more.
Did you have a piece without an apple?
Yeah. Do you think I cut the cheese without eating the cheese? Oh,
That's
no.
true.
Those ends had to go away. You know, you can't get trimmings. And then
Quality
that one
control.
piece that didn't cut right had to go away.
And you got to make sure it's not poison, too.
On a plain old cracker?
Yeah, those aren't really probably the right crackers.
Butter crackers. They are not the right crackers, but these are the redneck all-purpose crackers.
All these had that was open.
These aren't Nabisco, or who makes Ritz these days? Is it Nabisco still?
I don't know. My children like these better.
These aren't Ritz butter crackers. These are the Keebler version, I think.
Which is probably the high end.
Maybe back in the day.
Those elves know what they're doing.
Still not bad. Not bad.
Man, what kind of cracker would you pair with this?
It doesn't have the zing that the apple gives it. The tartness of the apple definitely brings out the cheesy to me.
I don't know, guys. Just eat the cheese straight. I'm telling you.
No. The cracker and the apple slow you down, so you don't just wolf down a whole block of cheese, which
There's
I would
no
do.
reason why you should not just wolf down an entire block of this. Life is short.
And how is it paired with your Schaffenhaus?
I don't know.
Grapefruit. Pretty damn good to the shilling. By the way, I'll do a whole separate video on the cider because it's baked apple pie. You gotta try it. There's lots of details here.
Obviously, the citrus overpowers the smoke, but still, that's a very refreshing drink if you haven't tried it.
For anybody that doesn't like beer, like her, she likes
It's
it.
way better than cider, even, which is what he handed me. But again, the whole apple bias that I have.
The world is waiting. Although it is not my favorite baked apple pie, it's not bad. I think it goes well with crackers and the cheese. Unfortunately, we don't have any red or dark ale that we're supposed to pair with this, but
we do have whiskey, but he opted not to
we have
do
whiskey.
that. If you count,
Oh, wait, maybe your box you have
if
whiskey.
you count Crown Royal, isn't it Canadian whiskey?
All right.
I even have apple.
That I'm pretty sure won't go with smoked cheese.
You're eating your smoked cheese on apples.
Yeah, but not Crown Royal apple. No. Okay, so weigh
now
in.
we have to do
would
it.
would you pair smoked Wisconsin cheese with
I'm
apple
going to
Crown?
get a shot glass right now.
And we're back. Couldn't find the shot glasses, so we're doing it redneck style in a mason jar.
Well, we're essentially camping here, so let's give ourselves a break. All right.
Camping. This is my palace.
Okay, we're squatting.
You're not squatting. You own the place. I'm the one that's camping here without running water.
My sister was a bartender. She told me 3. That's 4.
That's a single finger of whiskey in a slightly larger glass than you put whiskey in. Crown Royal apple, great if you mix it with a bunch of stuff on its own. Whee, doggies. All right, with cracker or on apple or just by itself?
On apple, I think, is the safe
Okay.
bet.
I don't know there's a safe bet when you're talking Crown and cheese.
Oh, you're going to share?
You don't have to.
I can get my own. We have plenty. Share the whiskey, though.
I'll reserve judgment until you're done.
Not bad.
I'll say it's not horrible with the cheese.
I am way... Pardon me. Excuse my manners. I am way more of a Crown drinker than you are, though.
I don't think it accentuates the cheese or anything. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hinder.
Oof. But I don't think the apple slices really accentuated either. We're disagreeing
Well,
on
I think the
that
acid.
point.
I think the acid in the apples, the tartness, definitely gives it a contrast.
No, I can't taste anything.
All right, let's wrap this up. Steve smoked Wisconsin white.
You don't need any of this other stuff we've talked about. Just get the cheese.
Get the cheese. Let's put it right in front of your face here. Yeah, get the cheese. I'm good at doing this. Get the stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Tall people.
Ignore her. Yeah. Get the cheese. Get online, order it. drive to Washington and find it. Whatever you got to do. If you like cheese, you've got to get this. That is all there is to it. Any other thoughts? All right, I'm Cliff. That's Allison. This is I Tried That. Hit subscribe because God knows what we're going to try next, and you're going to have to see that. Probably the cider. And, or one of the 14 videos I've got backlogged. That could also be two. That's it.
Cheers.
She's going to drink. I'm going to cook. And we're out.